Is he only using me? 1. Frequently attempts to see you at odd hours. If he is calling you to see you after 9 p.m., it's safe to say he is either looking for a release or previous plans fell through, and you're the sloppy second option of the night. And once you feed into it, it'll keep coming back for more. Everyone's depiction of late is entirely different. But when stores are closed, there's nothing to do and it's technically bedtime for the rest of the world and he is calling to see you, there's only few things you can do that late at night. If he is making a point to finally see you after a certain hour of the night, he's using you because you're easy, willing, available and vulnerable. 2. He goes ghost. Everyone by now knows what ghost means. It's far too common that it's scary how often it is done to one another. And even if it's just one time, it still means something, during that time, specifically. For anyone to go ghost early on in a relationship, there are too many possibilities of its meaning. The first is realizing that he may not be truly interested. If he frequently goes ghost and comes back, he is using you for security. Whether that is as someone to be with on the side or on the back burner, he is possibly using you for specific reasons such as sex or money. 3. He refuses to empathize with how you feel. Everyone's perspective on things are going to be different, thus how you feel will be different as well. But it's important in relationships to share a common ground with one another's feelings. There's no right and wrong way to feel, ever. But if he can't or refuses to understand and empathize with how you feel in given situations, he is avoiding critical elements that make up every deep relationship. It is also a big sign that he has no sense of compromise. 4. You are his personal bank. If you do anything fun together, it's because you pay, you take care of his groceries and toiletries, you pay his rent, and at the end of the day you're the only one with a job. There might be a common saying for this, like, your wallet is his wallet. And early on in a relationship, that isn't right. When there are no boundaries or limitations set, the expectation of money being readily available to him can quickly spiral down from paying off his credit card that one time, to consistently paying his bills every month. Not because you are a nice, giving person, but because he takes advantage of you, and your willingness to dish out the cash without him needing to lift a finger. 5. He never returns the favor. The many times you have picked up the tab, taken to and from work, allowed him to crash at your place after a fight with his roommate, or walking his dog while he's at work. All you hope is that you are able to rely on him to do the same for you in return. Not asking of much, right? And if any stable, healthy relationship, that would come naturally. As for someone who never returns the favor in a relationship, he has taken advantage of the relationship through self-absorbing behavior. Your significant other is using you not only for your willingness to please, but also for your lack of self-worth in recognizing his behavior. 6. He refuses to go out of his way for you. You know, if you have that flat tire on the roadway, skipping the gym for one day just to be able to see you once that week during your busy schedules, or be by your side at a family funeral. Whatever the case, whether it's as simple as being on time for a date, or bring you chicken noodle soup when you're sick. Sometimes it's the little things without even expecting it. It's in our social nature to do things for one another, with or without being asked of, and as you engage in a deeper relationship with someone, some of those things will be a little more above and beyond at times. Maybe you feel you go out of the box for him, but it's never reciprocated. Or at a time when you needed him the most, he just simply wasn't there, or refused to be there. Not doing so is merely out of selfishness and lack of emotional investment in you. 7. He only sees you on his terms. If it seems like you only get together when it's convenient for him, whether it's certain days, odd or strict hours, it's likely your significant other is using you for just companionship, strictly at his own convenience. It is also likely he frequently declines getting together when the effort is made from you, which ultimately is a sign of manipulation and having total control over the relationship. Whether it be a busy schedule or having an excuse for every failed attempt, you initiate plans. If he can't make time for you other than what is solely convenient for him, he isn't looking to invest in a real relationship. 8. He avoids from having you meet his friends or family. There's only one reason for anyone to avoid meeting friends and family. He just simply isn't interested in you enough for others to know you. Harsh reality, but it is what it is. To put it simply, he probably already has the intention of the relationship being short-lived, or has the plan of breaking it off with you, without you even knowing it. 9. He isn't affectionate in public or around friends. Very rarely is this the sign of someone who just doesn't like public affection. Otherwise, the lack, or refusal, of affection in public or around friends boils down to multiple things: immaturity, masculinity and pride, or that there is something hidden within. It may be likely he doesn't want to be affectionate in public or around friends in fear of getting caught by someone else they are seeing as well. 10. He often crashes at your place uninvited and unannounced. He either has his own place, or lives at home with the parents. Otherwise, if you're dating someone who is homeless, that alone should answer your own question. Whether he is jobless or not, can't afford and/or being kicked out of his place, is a clear sign he is using you for stability, and can be taking that to his advantage. Especially so if you allowing him to do so without any boundaries set. But if he has nowhere to go every night, expecting free use of your place without earning his keep, that's only the start for trouble under the hood of any relationship. Keep your mind alert.